Hello, CE495. Welcome to CE495 Digital Gallery. I think I created the gallery in spatial.io, the platform. 2019, we had some, no, 2020, we had some pandemic and we talk about a lot of metaverse, but this is just one, the platform was created. I use this platform as my digital gallery. This is going to open to the public, people who has any interest in structural engineering and tall building design, and all you're welcome to visit this gallery. As you can see, this is all collection of the student, the final project and their poster presentations. Since 2019, I've been Okay, so since 2019, I've been collecting all the students' final project and their poster, and put everything together in this digital market, digital the galleries. Some of them is they kind of link to the YouTube channel, and let's walk through this and see what's each project is all about. So this is the one pretty recent, the final presentation project, and last fall, 2024. The C495 class, we cover the 40-story tall commercial office building, so that you'll see similar the contents. But basically, this project cover starting from the project descriptions, 40-story tall commercial building. Each building total height is 400 feet, which a typical floor is 15 feet. So that the 15 by 40, so it total 600 feet tall office building. The locations is given in New York City. The student will choose any spot in the Manhattan, and they come up with the building geometry and including footprints and building profile along the height. So what you can see here on the image on the left, the one team, they name it their project as the Heart Tower. At the time, one of the students was doing the double majors, architecture and civil engineering. So their team eventually create all nice rendering using Revit and Rhino and Enscape, so that more kind of architectural, the beauty is something you could see on the image. And the poster on the right, you could see the three teams, reverse the rise, and also let me zoom in. Okay. Yeah, the one team member, they referring to the current constructing the project JP Morgan Chase headquarters on just north of the Grand Central in the Manhattan. He actually choose that building, and the building has a very unique setback, and the columns at the ground floor because of the underground subway lines. So the building has a very unique situation at the ground. But each team, they study the floor framing system, obviously followed by the study first the building structural criteria, including building code and understanding of design load, and they start designing the floor framing system using composite floor system. And then they study lateral system and the foundation, and all material takeoff was completed. So this is actually the one of the greatest, very comprehensive structural design class. We'll try to um, visualize how the structural engineer um, provides structural engineering service throughout the design phase. So yeah, so you can see that each teams, they have their unique building geometry, but the structural three pillars, floor framing system and lateral system and foundation system, should be covered and presentable. And this is all their project artworks. So let's see what else. Yeah, once in a while, the one of the best team was recommended to uh, the one of the NJIT Awards Excellence uh, event. They presented their final capstone project during the event. So I think this is one of example, great example, the project. And also a few years ago, I think this is interesting, the project. I led the two structural engineering students, civil engineering student and mechanical engineering student during the COVID. We have the capstone project interdisciplinary. The project name is Solar Panel Tree, so that we came up with some structural geometry which mimic some tree, has their own unique leaves, but is holding the solar panel. The structure was intended to operate that the panel will move, rotate, and leaning toward the sun so that it collects the sun light as much possible. So those based upon our project target, we each structural engineer students design the structural body using structural steel, and the mechanical engineering students, they design some internal gear system, and their analysis images you could see in the poster. So you see that overall structural geometry and some structural analysis model, and the image on the left is some gear system analysis and the prototype of gear. So which actually is great fun. They also made a good presentation. I videotape it, so those all images video is in our CE495 YouTube channel. All right, let's see what else. I think those are pretty much similar, so I'm gonna just stop. But after we finished the final presentation, I took the group photos. I hope that each students have some great memory on this class with their final project, and their poster will be their final, the portfolio should be greatest material while they're pursuing the structural engineering or civil engineering career. Okay, let's see, anything else? There are a lot of now. Since this is the 6th years, we had a great opportunity. And one of year, I invited my colleagues. He was a lead engineer in Europe, New York office. He was the one of, he worked on this Little Islands project. I invited him to my class, so he shared his insight about the Little Islands structural design and construction and their challenges. So this is one of the greatest also triumph success in the structural engineering, so that we enjoyed all Little Island public park space. If you haven't visited to the Little Islands in Manhattan, please, I strongly recommend to visit there and feel that space and this is a really structural engineering leading project. All right. So I know I'm gonna just stop here. So if you are interested in engineering and design and anything else, I recommend to visit this site and take a look at it. All right. Okay, great.